Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and nothing puts a smile on my face and hope in my heart like seeing Ed Miliband humiliated. And Ed Miliband, I'm afraid, has been humiliated. The grants that the government are giving for homeowners to install heat pumps are going to be slashed. And this means, nobody's going to be putting heat pumps in. Apparently, the grants are being seen as a foist onto rich people. Poor people can't afford to put these things in at all, and the grants, therefore, are only going into those who can actually afford to put these heat pumps in, which tends to be the richer. And so, therefore, it's money going to rich people. And they're kind of, we don't really want that, do we? And, of course, now what's happened is they've cut that grant, which means nobody's going to put the heat pumps in, and that funding, and it's been slashed by billions, I may add, will make a major blow to Ed Miliband's wet dreams of heat pumps for all. Apparently, the Net Zero Secretary has accepted that the boiler upgrade scheme must be scaled back down to mounting pressures on public finances and what is known as consumer resistance, insofar as nobody wants the bloody things. And indeed, now it's looking like his plan to put a levy on new boilers will also have to go. Since people won't be able to afford to put in heat pumps, if a boiler does go, they're going to have to replace it. And, by basically giving people a punishment beating is not a good look. So the scheme, which did give up to £7,500 to replace your perfectly good and excellent gas-fired central heating with a rather shitty, unreliable, expensive to run, expensive to maintain, and not quite good enough heating system using purely electricity, which is more expensive than gas, is dead in the water now. Nobody is going to buy them. Senior government figures are understood to believe that the funding has gone to middle-class and upper-class families who would have installed the heat pumps without taxpayer support, and therefore it's tax rewards for the rich. And that's really the real reason why they've stopped. One option being reviewed is to eliminate VAT on electricity bills. However, if you truly want to reduce electricity bills, put me in charge. Get rid of the VAT, get rid of any green levy, and force the generators of electricity to charge at the actual cost, plus a reasonable profit, rather than charging out, the most expensive charge per day for the whole day, even if that expensive charge was only for 20 minutes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They then charge the full 24 hours at that rate. The rest of the day could have been half the price or less. But they don't do it at the average price, they do it at peak price per day. And then they make sure that they shut everything down to achieve that peak price so they can charge the whole day, take lots and lots of money off us. It's all for foreign countries, foreign companies, of course, so we don't get to even keep the money in the country. It's a scam. So you just change that, and you would actually, by doing that, probably, if not halve the bills, if not even further, less than half the bill. But, governments don't like that idea, do they? They don't want you to be warm. Good Lord, old people might not die. Who knows? But Miliband is very, very angry about it. He says it's destroying his plans. He had numbers, he had targets, and now they're not going to be met. And he's stamping his little bacon-crunching feet. Good. Screw him. But he is eager to preserve aid for less affluent households, he says. Well, there wouldn't be less affluent households if electricity prices were lower. So do the decent thing, old chap. Take all these surcharges off and let people just heat their damn homes. There's a word, I can't say the word. I really want to call him it. We all know what the word is. It describes him perfectly well. Oh well. Miliband, though, is not a happy bunny. And that, by me, is good. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.